e-rev, applied directly to the forehead. e-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor to head-related injuries. View at your own risk.
Hello and welcome to Electronic Revolution TV. Tonight we have a WOGL Combat Arms Championship final match between Vertu and E7. My name is Sandy. I'd like to introduce my guest caster for the first time. What's going on, AB Smoke?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is my first time ever doing anything like this, so hopefully it goes pretty smooth. And what a time to make my debut as well, Vertu versus E7.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome matchup. Bringing us the video, as always, is Limek. What's up, Limek?
Hi, my name is Limek, and this is my first time as well doing video. Hopefully everything will go well. No, seriously, it's my first time on the Windows 7 RC beta, so let's hope that Microsoft got its shit together. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, this should be an awesome matchup tonight, and I know there's a lot of people out there watching. If you want to get your shout-outs through, and people in the Combat Arms community tend to be a little retarded when it comes to IRC, so you can just add XChaseX1 on Xfire and send him your shout-outs, harass him a little bit, no big deal, and we'll try to get those out on the air if we have a little lull in the action. Now tonight, the playoff format for the championship finals is a little different than other playoff and regular season matches. The way it works is Virtu, the higher seeded team, is to exclude a map they do not want to play. E7 is then to do the same, and Virtu is to pick the order. So Virtu chose to exclude Warhead tonight, and E7 chose to exclude Snow Valley. So the map order for tonight, we're going to start out with Rattlesnake. So let me go ahead and switch the map. And are you a little surprised by Virtu excluding Warhead? I think they're, one of their stronger maps, Smoke.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I played Virtu on Warhead many, many times, and I feel that's one of their strongest maps. There's really not too many different strats you can do on Warhead, so that may be one of the reasons. Maybe they feel like they wouldn't be able to catch E7 off guard.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to a Virtu member earlier. He was saying we're probably going to exclude Warhead. Virtu feels that it's an advantage for them to exclude the more played maps. I believe they have an experience, or at least they believe they have an experience advantage in these other maps. So Virtu's picking defense here on Rattlesnake, and they're sending all four up top with Teabag down low closing the door. What is E7 doing there on offense?
Looks like E7 is slow playing up top, and Gimpy's going up in the tower right now. Looks like he's going to try to pick the guy off from me up in the loft, which he did to me many, many times in our match.
Yeah, BMOC's actually up in the loft right now, but I don't think Gimpy's going to have an angle on him. We saw E7...
the second BMOC peeks from that loft, Gimpy's just going to headshot him one shot. He does it many, many times. He's really nasty at that.
Yeah, he has a really amazing long shot on Rattlesnake. We saw E7 totally destroy Procore on Rattlesnake a few weeks back. Just to take you through how these two teams got here tonight, if you haven't been following the prior casts, E7 was in a stacked division in the regular season. They lost a few matches, but they definitely improved every week, and basically what happened was E7 just, turned it on, and they've been on a 16 or 17 round streak throughout the playoffs over teams like Procore, H2O, and BEB last week. So they haven't lost a regulation round in about 15 rounds, which is pretty amazing. Virtu, on the other hand, knocked off Divine Revolution in the quarterfinals, and knocked off Abstract last week, which is a really exciting match. So this should be a head-to-head clash, as E7 is really just slow playing it right now. And Influx with a nice headshot on because 1 minute left. E7's running out of options here.
Right now you got Queef about to throw a nade through that crack in the roof, so if there's any one of those boxes over by the upstairs site, then they have to watch out for that nade. And now Queef is moving up towards the door. He's probably getting a ghost. Looks like they're setting up for a upstairs rush right now.
Yeah, nades are coming in, and actually the smoke. Queef takes down Influx, and Acid's trading fire, takes down Queef. Fighter takes down 2G, and Acid takes down Nixon Plan, and Gimpy, last one alive, takes down Fighter. And Gimpy's forced to back.
Part. They should have locked down that room before he tried to get that plant down, I think.
Yeah, definitely, that was a little premature on the plant. Gimpy's left in a 1v3 now, as Acids, BMOC, and Teabag are all up top. There's 17 seconds left. He's really not going to be able to do much. Acids takes down Gimpy with a nice shot. And we're honored to have Freddy back. What's going on, Freddy?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. It's good to be back. Can't wait to get in there and watch this matchup.
Yeah, we'll definitely get you in here in the second half. I know everyone likes to hear your sexy voice, so we'll try to make that happen.
Well, I am here to please.
Looks like it's pretty much the same setup as last time. You got Nixon trying to open the garage door right now. You got Gimpy up in tower again. And two are in the box room up top.
Yeah, Teabag is actually just playing call out on the door right now as the door is opening, so Fighter is actually going to rotate over to the door now that E7 is open. Is that just a distraction, or do they have one or two players outside? What's going down there on offense?
They've got 2 players out there right now. You got Nixon and Gimpy, and they're on either side of the garage. Ooh, and a bad team kill nade right there.
Yeah, Influx getting sloppy with the nade. That's going to cost them as more nades are coming in, and Influx and Fighter are kind of playing back in the box room right now. Fighter's in a real nice spot on the double boxes all the way deep. You know, it's going to be really hard to get an angle on him.
Gimpy just rotated up top. Looks like they're going to try an up top push again.
Yeah,
And
Influx
Nixon's trying to get in the garage right now, and he gets owned by T-Bag.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, we've said this before, the slow play with Vert2 is not always going to go in your favor, as they're just getting headshot after headshot with those pick shots. Smoke goes up in the up top, as Influx is trying to hold it off. 2G takes down BMOC, and Influx goes to the bomb, but there's no one there, as 2G takes down Fighter and Gimpy takes down Influx. So T-Bag is the last one alive. He's rotating brick stairs right now in a 3v1. Starts walking it. This is looking bad for Vert.
And I think they did that the right way this time. They locked it down for us. They didn't try to get that plant down right away. That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, Influx actually went and looked for that planter right away, and he got shot in the back. So that was a good strategy by E7. Yeah, huge round to take on Rattlesnake, which is defensively definitely a one-sided, defensive-sided map in my opinion. All right, so let's go to Vert2's war room here, Limek, as they try to figure out what happened that last round.
I don't see anything in field. I heard one shoot in field, I think. Yeah, another one in field, that's 2. Watch nades.
Nades.
Yep. Gimpy's tagged at boxes.
Shit. I'm hurt. Are they in?
No.
No.
Box down. They're
They
rushing
might
top.
push top now.
Rushing top.
2 on top. 4 on top. All top, all top.
Sweet.
Can't see.
To your right, Monk.
The bomb
Nice
has
shot.
been planted. Team wins.
Yo.
Another huge round, back-to-back rounds taken by E7 on offense, as Gimpy is going huge right now. He's 5-1, really leading their team in that up-top push. E7 hasn't really been sending anyone bottom all game, at least through the garage, as it hasn't been working for him. Now Vert2's planning on pushing this round up top and shooting off some pre-fire. And it didn't work out for them. They decided to back up. They couldn't get there in time. I see a lot of the Vert2 players wearing no vests, so that might have something to do with it.
They did get queefed down to 62 health, though.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty important. They always try to get that pre-fire on that second box room as E7's trying to peek it back and forth. And it's getting real interesting here as Vert2's deciding to put all 5 players up top. T-Bag is, never mind, T-Bag's actually underneath watching garage still, but I'm surprised why Fighter would be peeking garage when T-Bag, you know, hasn't told him the door is open. He should really keep his eyes on that box room, as they tend to push it at unpredictable moments.
It looks like Gimpy's about to open the door right now. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, opening that door on Rattlesnake is definitely key to getting in up top. Nixon takes down BMOC, who is up in loft, so really nice shot by him. Getting that door open is... Yeah, it's all about timing, and as Influx is rotating back as the door opens, look for E7 to make their push as they believe Virtu's going to rotate one to door. But actually Virtu's staying solid in their strats. Virtu's calling E7's bluff here as they're leaving Teabag by himself downstairs at garage.
Yeah, they got Nixon, 2G, and Queef right now in the box room looking to push up top. Looks like Gimpy's just messing with them down the bottom right now just to try to get someone to come over.
Someone's actually trying to take shots at Acid through the boxes there, as Acid's right by the left barrel by the bomb site. Influx takes down 2G and Queef. Nixon takes down Acids, but he's the last one alive as Fighter and Teabag take down Gimpy. So Nixon in a 1v3, backing out of the box room. Influx and Fighter taking shots at him. This is going to be a real tough one to pull off as Influx takes down Nixon and Virtu ties it up 2-2.
Yeah, I think they have to switch up the strats a little bit. That's 3 times in a row they rushed up top. They should probably give a garage rush a try.
Yeah, speaking of E7, I'd have to agree. They're really playing heavy up top. They have Fighter's been playing more and more up top heavy now, and that might be what E7 needs to exploit when they use that garage. Do you have any predictions here on Rattlesnake, Smoke? I know you saw firsthand what E7 is capable of on Rattlesnake, and
yeah, I mean, I played both of these teams a lot on Rattlesnake and pretty much every other map. I think they're pretty equal. I got to give it to E7 though, because I saw what they're capable of on Rattlesnake, and there's so many good shots on this team. I mean, Queef and Gimpy and Nixon are all ridiculous shots. So we'll see how it turns out. I think it's going to be a very close game though.
Yeah, we've seen matches with Virtu start out really close like this, and then Virtu just seems to pick up the momentum and totally dominate. I mean, every one of Virtu's playoff matches has started off kind of like this, as Gimpy takes down Fighter and BMOC trades with Because. Nixon nades over the top with BMOC. Nice nades over the top. They're pushing in. Queef takes down Influx, and Acids takes down Queef.
And 2G are coming behind him.
Yeah, Acids is going to be screwed here in a second as Teabag is up top. Garage, I don't think he saw them get in, but it's down to a 2v3 for
and they're rushing back
for Virtu, right? Acids with a nice shot on Gimpy, taken down by Nixon as Teabag rotates over. Takes down 2G, 1v1 at the end here, and Nixon with a headshot on Teabag. Wow. So Nixon and Gimpy stepping it up, man, and E7 has a lead on offense. This is pretty impressive.
The thing is, they can't let Virtu get on a roll. If they let Virtu get on a roll, they're in trouble. So if they can keep going back and forth like this, I think E7 has a pretty good chance of taking it.
Yeah, I mean, getting 3 rounds on offense is huge. We've seen Virtu, give up some rounds on defense and then have a stronger offense than defense, which is, I don't know if it says something about their play style or what. The maps themselves are built for the defense, but Virtu seems to do better on offense. So we'll see how they do when they switch sides. Now, tonight's format is basically best 2 out of 3. So they're playing Rattlesnake as the first map, and then there will be 2 more maps possibly to be played as Greyhammer and Sandhog, were the remaining 2. So the first team to win 2 maps is going to go home and is going to go ahead and take the championship. The other team's going to go home disappointed.
So right now you got Nixon and Gimpy out by the garage trying to get some picks. And Nixon with the headshot on Teabag right there. I can't think of two better players to try to get some picks out front than Nixon and Gimpy. 2 very good shots with G36.
Yeah, they're utilizing their strongest players on the vulnerable spots for Virtu, as BMOC and Fighter are kind of sitting right next to each other up top, and they're kind of waiting on the garage right now. So
right now you got Nixon and Gimpy rotating up top. Looks like they're gonna push up top again.
I think that's a smart move because Fighter and BMOC are playing garage heavy, and BMOC actually went back now, so it's Acids, Influx, and BMOC up top in box room, with Fighter taking Teabag's spot up top in garage. Nice shot by Nixon on BMOC. He is on fire right now, improving to 7-4. They rush in and
you got 2G taking down Acids, Nixon taking out Ekabung.
yeah, and Fighter's down to a 1v4. So E7 is just maybe I spoke too soon and said Virtu is one of those better slow play teams, but Nixon takes down Fighter, and he has just turned it on with 3 straight headshots, improving to 9-4. He is on
Yeah, well,
fire right now. Let's go ahead and go to E7's Worm as they're leading 4-2 on offense. Limek, let's go.
B-Mock and T-Bag are both coming.
Influx to that fence. Nixon, peek the fence. He's there.
Where is he?
Who's up the fence? You know the fence you can see through?
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. There you go.
Good call.
And one's guy spamming at the wood here.
I hit him twice.
I don't think I could see him.
Hold on, let me Nixon nade.
Two.
Nixon, let's nade.
Alright, I'm gonna open up garage.
Wait, I'm gonna nade too. Wait.
I naded far. I didn't get anyone. I think I tagged fighter.
Alright.
I naded.
Alright, I'm opening up garage.
Nixon, we gotta stick together.
He's right there by the fence, Skimpy.
Should I plan A?
Oh, he's up top right there. Nice. He's coming right there.
I'm in B.
He's in that.
He's by me.
I'm planning Nixon.
Gimmy's planning.
He's still there, Nixon. Still there.
The
He's
bomb
still there.
has been planted.
I'm flying back to box room.
He's still there. He's still there, Nixon.
Wait, I'm ghosting for you, Gimpy.
No, 2 just got me.
Here, jump down.
He
Jump
jumped
down.
down.
Jump down.
The team wins.
Nice job.
Nixon taking down taking down 2 players with 5 straight headshots, improves to 12-4. E7 takes the first half on offense, 5-2. I may be getting ahead of myself, but it seems to me Virtu has met their match as E7 is on fire tonight.
Yeah, I like what they did there. They kind of faked on both bomb sites, so I think Asses was a little confused on which side was actually planted at.
Yeah, let me just read off the scores here. As Nixon goes 12-4, Gimpy 7-4, Tuji strong 6-4, Queef down at the bottom 2-6, and Bika's 1-4 with 2 missions. So he played the team game. On the other side, we have Acids going 7-5, Influx 6-6, T-Bag 5-5. Fighter surprisingly 2-6, and BMOC 2-6 as well. Before this match, I'd have to give Fighter a strong, he'd be a strong candidate for Player of the Year, or Player of the Season at least. But he's really not pulling his weight here tonight, and I think you got to give the credit to E7 as they rushed that up top that last round. And T-Bag did a good job of stuffing it, but at the same time they had players bottom ready to exploit, T-Bag rotating over. So E7's going to defense here with a 5-2 lead. This is looking real juicy for them, and let's get this started.
Virtue's going to be really tough to stop on offense, so I can tell you that. Definitely going to have their hands full.
Yeah, Virtue's not the type of team to get rattled and just fall apart. So I'm sure they'll be coming in strong with a strong offense. I know they have some unique strategies thought out. I'm not going to give anything away here, but we'll have to see what they pull out of their hat as they're facing a 5-2 deficit going on offense.
Looks like they're going for a flat-out rush up top. All 5 are up there, just rushing right in.
Queef with a huge double kill gets taken down by a nade, and wow, that rush.
Bravo team wins.
Wow.
Totally failed rush.
They went for it.
Yeah, they went for it, and it failed miserably as they only got 1 player down, and E7 totally stuffed that rush. Virtue's going to have to think of something new right now. Let's go to Virtue's war room and figure out what they're doing, Limek.
They're wasting their nades, chill.
Fuck, guys.
Chill.
Toji's lit.
They're right side boxes. Get a nade over there. Picked right side.
You guys want to try bottom?
You have to rush somewhere. We're not gonna win by picks. You can try a bottom rush. They got like 4 watching that hallway, yo. You have to divert them somehow.
I'm lit. Fuck me.
One bottom right box.
He's still there. 2 there. 2 bottom. Fuck. We have to rush top again, but a little bit slower.
That's it. Go.
Bravo team wins.
Nixon is just surprising me more and more every week as he improves to 4-0 on this half.
I'm surprised how easy they're making this look. I mean, Virtu is an incredibly good team.
Yeah, I mean, Virtu knocked off E7 in the regular season. Virtu has not lost a match in either S&D or CTF this season. This would be a huge upset if E7 could pull it off. They're looking like they have the skill and teamwork to do it, as they're leading here on Rattlesnake tonight. The best Virtu can do now is take the next 5 rounds and send Rattlesnake into overtime. I just don't see that happening, as Nixon is looking awesome tonight, and Because as well, holding down bottoms by himself, taking down Teabag with the nade.
And it looks like they're thinking about a garage rush. They get 3 down there right now, with 1 up in the box room. Actually, last one box room rotated down, so...
Yeah, Because doing an awesome job holding him off. Queef comes over with the help, takes down Askins, and Because takes down Influx. Huge round by him, and Fighter's down to a 1v5 as Tuji takes him down. And that is the map. So E7, just like that, knocks off Virtu in Rattlesnake, and we're going to be heading to the next map here soon. That was really impressive, Smoke. Are you surprised a little bit about how easy
I'm
they
very
made it look?
surprised. I thought it was going to be... I wouldn't be surprised if it would go overtime, to be honest. I mean, to see E7 just roll Virtu like this is really surprising.
Yeah, I believe maybe Virtu hadn't played, tough competition on Rattlesnake during regular season. They were in a stacked Delta division, but I'm not sure who they played on Rattlesnake. They probably just steamrolled through them and didn't really work on their strats. Or you got to give some credit to E7 as one thing I noticed on those rushes. E7 was stifling Virtu's rush by just pre-firing angles right off the start, emptying a whole clip of slow pre-fire. And the first round Virtu rushed, they all got killed. They walked right into the pre-fire. The second round, I think Virtu was planning on rushing, but they realized, hey, they got this on lock. We can't rush them like this. And E7's teamwork is just outstanding.
That pre-fire definitely made Virtu look a little bit lost up top there. They're pre-firing, the left door, the right door, the boxes. They really couldn't go anywhere without walking into pre-fire. And Tuji with a 4-man clutch right there.
Tuji's up to 9-0.
He aces the team. Tuji with an incredible round.
every member of E7 is just on fire tonight, from Because to Nixon to Gimpy. That was really impressive as E7 takes Rattlesnake 10-2. It didn't really matter after those first 3 rounds of E7 on defense, but just to show how amazing every one of their players has come. You know, who was 2G, who was Because in preseason? No one knew who these players were, and they've just been, you know, putting in the work and getting better every week as they're pretty much embarrassing Vertu on Rattlesnake. I mean, 2G's 10-0 that half, Because 6-0, Nixon with 5-2, Queef with 4-2, and Gimpy with 1-0. Not seeing much action, but on the other side again, we got BMOC 2-5, T-Back 1-5, Fighter 1-5, and Acids and ECAC Bun with a combined 0 kills. So Vertu's not going to be able to get it done with that kind of performance out of their top players.
Yeah, you can definitely see the older member of E7's, their influence on players like Because and 2G. I mean, look at 2G going 10-0 against a team like Vertu. That's just an incredible performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
That last match too.
Yeah, that was amazing. And the second map of the night, as Vertu dictates the map order, is going to be Sandhog. We saw Vertu against Procore Pro on Sandhog take them out in dominating fashion, 10-4. And we also saw Vertu look really good against Divine Revolution on Sandhog. But at the same time, E7 rolled through H2O, taking the first 6 rounds on Sandhog. So I really don't know who to pick, as E7 is looking amazing tonight. I'm speechless. I don't know who to pick.
Yeah, we played Vertu on Sandhog in one of our Woggle matches, and I gotta say it's probably one of their top maps. They get a lot of picks up in the mid there, so if there's any E7s watching mid, they gotta watch out for picks.
Freddie, I'm glad you're joining us. Glad to have you back, as I know a lot of people out there miss your sexy voice. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot, working some overtime, but I had to cut out a little early and make sure I was here to help cast the championship match. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, this is real exciting tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pulling for E7. I don't know why. Maybe they're kind of like the Cinderella story of the playoffs so far. They went 4-3 in the regular season, but through these playoffs, they've just been dominating everyone, including Vertu in this first map tonight. So it's gonna be real interesting to see if E7 can knock off Vertu in 2 consecutive maps. It's gonna be crazy to watch. Blue Cover is actually subbing in for. Well, who's he? Subbing in for BMOC, so maybe can give them a little boost off the bench, as they definitely need it.
Yeah, this is actually one of Blue.
Sorry,
yeah, and this is actually Blue Clover's one of his stronger matches. I wouldn't be surprised here to see Caitlyn actually come in, possibly at the halftime of Sandhog, as this is one of his stronger matches also.
Yeah, we've seen Caitlyn dominate on Sandhog in the past. And we've seen T-Bag with some amazing play on Sandhog, and they're definitely going to need it as they're facing a 1-0 map deficit against E7 here tonight.
And when we faced Vertu on Sandhog, their top player was BMOC, I believe, so he's definitely someone to watch out for.
Yeah, BMOC definitely a good defensive player. He usually subs out, as you said, Freddie, for Caitlyn on offense or T-Bag, but T-Bag already, or T-Bag was the one who subbed out, so T-Bag will probably sub back in on offense. Vertu has a really deep bench with a lot of amazing players. Queef takes down Influx right off the start on Copper, so they're not wasting any time getting right into it. As Gimpy takes down Acids with a 6-shot. Acids is on L. Gimpy takes down Clover. That was an amazing play by Gimpy. He was up on the L ledge, hopped down double doors, and took down Blue, so that was an awesome double. And right off the start, Vertu's down to a 5v2. This is looking messy for them tonight.
Absolutely, looking messy too, and E7 is pretty much controlling this map now, spread out. You've got 2 upstairs, you've got 1 lower double doors has made his way through. 2G is all the way at spawn, and he's going to assault this right now and maybe look for a plant. Actually, we got the plant on Chopper, I believe, and yeah, E7 has this map on lockdown with the 5-on-1 right now.
Yeah, B-Mock's kind of stuck in construction, heading over to L now as he's getting hit by Gimpy with an awesome shot on him. E7 is just firing on all cylinders. They know where everyone is, and they're having really good call-outs tonight. Let's go ahead and take a peek in at their war room there, lineman.
Another one's in spawn.
That's me.
Alright.
Another one in spawn.
Hey, you guys try to pick from window. One guy cover and then...
No, Acids is gonna be up there.
Nice shot. Shit, game, watch out for the nade.
Tell me when you guys push
door.
up. Wait, TJ, wait for me.
No one's watching. I don't think no one's here, Nick. Oh my god.
Nice.
Tagged Acids. He's
Where
left
is he?
in mid. Cubby.
Cubby.
Watch out, Cleve.
Last guy spawn.
Alpha team wins.
Nice.
Wow, Nixon is on fire, and all of E7 as well, as he improves to 3-0. Gimpy up to 4-1. I saw some really bad communication there by Vertu as Gimpy got through double doors or up top. I'm not sure which, but Influx totally turned his back to him, and Gimpy took down Fighter across the map. So Vertu is really looking really rattled tonight.
Absolutely. It looks to me like Gimpy and Nixon are just dominating this left side, upstairs and double doors, not giving Virtue the easy picks. They're just rushing through. They're getting, Nixon's getting some great shots off, some great nut shots and some great head shots, and getting the easy kills here.
Yeah, Acid's actually forced to back up into construction now as he's having no luck on L. He's getting destroyed on L turn. Picos takes down Influx and they push that L turn. Nixon takes down Fighter, so that's what happens when you give up L. Nixon comes out, takes down Fighter. Acid trades with him and he's back locking it down, but it's down to a 2v4 right away. As Queef takes down B-Mock and Acid is backing up on L. Takes down Picos in a 1v3. Sloppy moving, hopping down because there's players across the map taking shots at him. And he's gonna retreat into spawn as he can try to slow down that bomb
spawn
point.
right now, so he's coming right to Queef. Yeah, there you go. So I think Virtue definitely has to control that window room to have success in this map.
Wow, 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 wow. That's all I can say is wow. I would never in a million years think that Virtue was going to belly up and get rolled 3-0 on defense on Sandhog after losing the Rattlesnake half. It's just amazing. Amazing to watch E7, their development through the season, their teamwork, just everything. These guys, like you said, Sandy, firing on all cylinders and taking no prisoners.
Yeah, they're really impressive tonight. I'm sure a lot of people out there rooting for him as they represent the classic underdog, and they're leading 3-0 on Sandhog. Make that 4-0. So this is really it's starting to fall apart for Virtu here. They're gonna make a drastic change if they want to win this match here tonight.
Absolutely. I'm at this point, unless you're going to sub in Caitlyn, sub in whoever's on your roster, I'm not sure what kind of adjustment Virtue could make psychologically here, having their back to the wall. Switching sides, they're going to have to win this. They're going to have to win 5, push Sandhog into overtime, take that overtime match, and then go and win that third map this go-around.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for them. Acids with a nice nade on Queef as he backs up with the trade nade, takes him down to low health, but he did get the kill. The story of this map has really been up top and double doors as Acid plays shallow, and they're getting in that window like Smoke said, and they're getting through double doors really easy. So Acids and Fighter have been playing doubles and up top all game. They're not doing a good job, but they're starting to a little bit here as Acids is trading shots with the up top guy.
Absolutely. Nixon is backed up on window, peeking that high ledge as Gimpy's working his way through double doors, taking the peaks, trading fire with somebody on the other side, and 2G and Because have the middle and also that far right side locked down. What do you got on that side, Sandy?
They're all basically just rotating around. Acids is pre-firing up top with Influx is on the helicopter blade shooting down. Nixon with a huge kill on Acids. Influx is trying to get some shots into that blind window, but he can't get any luck with it as 2G takes down Blue. So this is looking real bad for Vertu right now as they're down to a 2v3. Nixon with the nut fighter. Yeah, this has been basically the story of Nixon destroying Vertu tonight as he improves to 7-1, leading his team on every map, every half, and this is looking like it's going to be a 5-0 for E7 on offense, which is a huge shock as BMOX down to a 3v1 here.
Absolutely. BMOC is in trouble as Nixon has Chopper taken over. Gimpy has up top. I just saw a peek of him coming out of spawn. He's probably up top getting the ghost by his teammates. Nixon does get the plant down, and they're going to force him out here.
Yeah, BMOX rotating over to L right now. He's taking shots from the up top guy, and he's really doesn't have much time to work with. He needs to get that kill. He does on Gimpy, and 23 seconds left. BMOX heading back over to construction as he runs into one. It's Nixon take down BMOX, and he improves to 8-1 as E7 takes down Vertu in the offensive side 5-0. Wow.
Wow, indeed, Sandy. What are you thinking, Smoke?
I gotta say, the biggest surprise there is seeing players like Fighter and, you know, who was it, Acids go 0 for 5. I mean,
yeah, Fighter.
Yeah, not a single positive score on the Virtue, which has not been the story all season. These guys have rolled through whoever they faced, but E7 has just snowballed the second half of the season.
Yeah, this is a really amazing play by them. I think we said it in the earlier matches that they've been carrying that momentum through every match, and you know they haven't let up one bit as they're carrying all the momentum into this match here tonight. I'm speechless.
So we're
I'm
gonna
really
see a 5-0
speechless.
by Vertu to see them have any chance in this match, on offense no less.
Yeah, I really doubt they're going to be capable of doing that. We've seen crazier things happen. Just the thought of E7 taking out Vertu 10-2 on Rattlesnake and 5-0 on offensive side of Sanhong is pretty amazing in itself. So I wouldn't be surprised if Vertu came right back with a 5-0 to force this into overtime, as that's their only hope right now. If they lose this Sanhong match, the game is over and E7 is crowned WOGL S&D Season 1 champion.
Big sub in now by Virtue, bringing in Teabag, who we did get to see take down. Was it Abstract? Divine, I believe it was the Divine Revolution match where Teabag brought down the 4v1 and aced after being teabagged. And here we go, bringing John L9 in also. No holds barred, pulling out all the stops, bringing in all the big guns, all the heavy hitters. Let's see what Virtue can do this go around.
Yeah, they're gonna need all the help with Teabag and John L9 coming in.
Looks like they just subbed in John L9. Yes, it's a pretty big sub right there.
Oh, whoops! How did I get Room Master?
We'll try to figure that out as E7 seems to be ready regardless, and
looks like they have 6 in right now. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, they dropped one. So we'll go ahead and play this out. Virtue saying they're good, and E7 as well. A little mishap there by Freddy. That was my bad, but you know they got in time. They got in past the practice round, so no big deal. Because is watching up top right now. He's on the top barrel, and Nixon is giving him help with double doors from Copper. As E7 is playing it pretty close. Queef is really close up in the mid, and 2G as well on the truck. So we saw Vertu against Procore Smoke totally dominating the slow picks, but Because takes down John L9 and 2G on Teabag. So maybe I spoke too soon again, as it's not a matter of you know, what's Virtu's best map. It's just a matter of E7 is on fire right now.
E7 is on fire because getting the headshot on John Long Lane. These guys are just destroying Virtue. Virtue tried to put all their eggs in one basket, doing the upstairs rush. Now facing the 4-on-1 with BMOC all the way over by Trash on the right-hand side, taking some fire. So I think it looks like E7 is pushing out on him now.
Yeah, BMOC is Virtue's last hope now. He's going to have to ace this round to keep this match going, because if they give up one round, it's game over here on Sandhog. That'll be 2 straight maps that E7 will take, and they will take the championship finals. So all of E7 is pushing BMOC right now. Where did he go?
BMOC is floating. He is all the way back in spawn. He's getting pinched now. I see 2 E7 members going, and that is the match, folks, as Nixon takes down BMOC. E7 winning Season 1 S&D with the Cinderella upset story. Wow, wow, wow.
They made that look way too easy.
Yeah, I think it was a matter of E7's just been practicing hardcore. I can't even get these guys on Xfire. You could ask Brandon; he's having a tough time even talking to him for interviews. They've just been total, concentration on this match here tonight. They just put in a ridiculous amount of practice, and it's definitely paying off. I think the big difference is, Virtu making those subs. I don't think it's about the shots. I think it's about Virtu's teamwork. I saw them with a lot of sloppy play tonight. I'm not sure if having a deep roster like that can kind of mess up your teamwork. We've seen E7 with basically the same 5 players every match, and they've gelled really well. And at this point, it's just it's just beautiful to watch.
Absolutely. Really, the only substitution we've seen over the last few weeks has been Queef with Vikaj, and possibly swapping in because for Vikaj also. We asked because last week how much Gimpy's World of Warcraft playing time was going to be limited, and he said that these guys were going to be going full steam ahead, practicing for this match, practicing all these maps for Virtue, knowing what kind of team they were facing, and it looks like that the hard work's paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard last week that Gimpy would be taking a break from WoW, and I think it's pretty important that he did that, because he is their team leader. I'm sure he's the one who comes up with the strats and all that good stuff, and they've just looked awesome tonight on Rattlesnake and Sandhog. And we just want to congratulate E7. They've just done an awesome job this season. I'm really impressed. Just the fact that they lost 3 matches during the regular season, including one to Virtu, and they didn't let it get to them. They went in here and they were like, at this point we can just knock off anybody. They didn't care about any of those prior matches. They've just been 100 times better every time we see them. And also a great season by Virtu. They, undefeated until this point. Last week they knocked off Procore Pro for the CTF championships, so congratulations to Virtu for that. They're going to take home 2nd place here in S&D, so nothing to be ashamed of here tonight. I'm sure they're really disappointed, but E7 did a really good job, so you got to give them the credit.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's kind of the reverse of what you expected. You weren't expecting going into the season that Virtue was going to take CTF and not take S&D. So it's a little surprise.
Bravo team wins.
Yeah, absolutely. You would think Virtu would be that dominating S&D team, but obviously E7's been putting in the work. So, Virtu's left with the CTF. They're number 1 in CTF at this point, and E7 knocked them off tonight. They look awesome. I'm just really impressed. I got some shout-outs here. A lot of people tuning in tonight. Really excited for E7. So let me just go through these real quick. A shout-out from Phoenix to N3 Gaming. We don't cheat anymore. Tell E7 Hades said good luck. So they don't really need your luck at this point, as they just totally embarrassed Virtu tonight. They looked awesome. Shout out to Medicine and all of Virtu. This is Finesse. Shout out to Tone Dog, Medicine again. Shout out to Elysian, Wets. Wets just wants to say shout out to BEB for coming in 3rd. BEB knocked off Abstract on Monday, which was a huge upset as well. So I'm kind of shocked by how the playoffs played out this season. 1st place E7, 2nd place Virtu, and 3rd place BEB. I totally would have not guessed that at all.
No, that's not what any of the admins at WOGL was planning, or not planning, but thinking about. When we had our last administrators meeting, we really thought Virtue was going to do the clean sweep and take CTF and S&D with either E7 or Abstract coming in second place. And if you'd have asked me going into the second or third week where I thought E7 was going to land after being beaten by Virtue, after being beaten by Abstract and Procore, coming back and just absolutely flipping the switch and doing a complete 180 in their strats, in their technique, in their teamwork. It's really exciting to watch.
Yeah, we've seen E7 improve week by week, as we said, as Nixon finishes up with a headshot, as always. He's just been the headshot king tonight. And that was a really impressive match by E7 as we wrap it up here. If you want to challenge any of these teams next season, Season 2 signups should be starting here on Friday or Saturday. Just check wogl.org for info on that. You get to play with the best teams in the game, and shout out to scrimspot.com for providing our anti-cheat. So when you're playing those best teams, you know it's a legit game, which is really important. And we get to see some challengers come in for Virtu and E7 and BEB next season. I'm really excited.
Absolutely. Also like to give a shout out to Extreme Redirect for providing the Ventrilo server that everybody uses for watching these matches and for playing in the draft on Friday nights. And also a big thanks to Jinx, that's JINX.com, giving away 5 t-shirts for S&D, which will be awarded to E7, and also 5 t-shirts for CTF, which Virtue will actually take home for winning CTF this season.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a quick interview with Nixon and Because as they look really good tonight, so just bear with us.
I'd like to give a shout out to Consuelo, the Sneaky Pinky. Also my boy David Ortiz for hitting his first home run tonight on May 20th.
I actually have a personal shout out coming from Medicine to my favorite caster. Thanks, Medicine.
Yeah, I got more shout outs coming in as we're waiting on. Oh, we got all of the E7 here team here, so let's just pull them in here and get some words from them if you want to handle the interviews there, Freddie.
Absolutely, bring them down.
Yo.
Gimpy, congratulations, man. Because congratulations, Queef, congratulations, E7. How you guys doing? How you feeling? What was going through your mind after the Rattlesnake win?
Hey, can you drag Nixon down? He just joined.
We'll get Nixon too.
Hey, Nixon.
Nixon, what's up? Oh, Vikaj bringing the whole house in. What's up, guys?
Hey, nothing much.
Stoked.
Absolutely. So somebody tell me what was going through your mind after the Rattlesnake win. How are you guys feeling? How did that that guy get you guys pumped up? What was going on?
I got my first A's.
Well, E7's famous for carrying. Keep that ball rolling.
Absolutely. And man, you guys did pretty much a complete 180. We got to see you guys, go from 3 and 4, 4 and 3. Sorry, I don't have the stat. 4 and 3. And you got beat by Virtue once. I believe you got beat by Abstract once. You guys picked up Nixon before the deadline cut off on roster changes, and pretty much from that point forward, you guys started rolling through. Tell me a little bit about that.
Dude, Freddie, it all just comes down to everyone stepping up. You saw tonight, like, each one of our players, like Nixon, Queef, 2G, Mike, we all had our own moments in the game, and it's just like everyone came together after our losses, and we've been just doing really well.
Absolutely, having to forcefully cut back on the green linen shirts, huh?
Dude, I want to play so bad today. They wouldn't let me play today.
Hey, it paid off. It paid off, Gimpy. Absolutely.
It sure did.
Man, anybody?
We've really evolved as a team. Like our first couple Woggle matches, we wouldn't really say much on Van, but we learned to communicate a lot better as a team, and we perform better as a team.
Absolutely. Anything you guys like to add? Any shout-outs? Any thanks?
I just gotta say sorry to Gongo, man. He doesn't get a T-shirt.
E7 calling out Vertu member BMOX Cat, so that's kind of a low blow, but I guess you could pull that off. How does it sound to you guys now that you're officially the #1 S&D team in Combat Arms?
Oof.
Ouch. That's a big bullseye. That's a big bullseye and a heavy weight to wear around your necks.
Well, just keep your eyes out for all the old screenshots from all the old clan matches, because I'm sure they're coming.
Alright, so go ahead, Freddie.
I was just going to ask if there's anything you'd like to add, Sandy.
I just want to say congrats to E7 tonight. You guys looked awesome, and you know, it really paid off that you've been putting in the practice every week. Brandon was actually telling me that Gimpy was giving him a horrible interview. I guess he was too focused on practice, or I don't know what the deal is, but I'm sure you're glad that you focused a lot on that. So definitely congrats, guys. And like Freddie said, you got a big bullseye on you now, as everyone's going to be aiming for you. So I know you had some struggles in the past. Like you said, they're going to be bringing up the old screenshots, but it doesn't really matter at this point, as you know, it's more about how you guys performed in tonight's match against Vertu. It was really impressive. So good luck. Good luck in the off season, and good luck in season 2. Definitely, you guys looked awesome.
Yo, Sandy, what's the deal with the t-shirts?
I will actually get your information from you, and I also need to get with Virtue and get the information from those guys too. So be on the lookout for a private message.
Sweet.
We'll get all your shirt sizes, Gimpy. Don't worry, boy.
Yeah, I called it.
Extra small. Queef needs a women's large.
Yeah. Poor.
Alright, so definitely congrats, guys. I'm just going to pull you out here, and look forward to seeing you guys, you know, in the off season improve even more, and in season 2 as well. So any news going on with WOGL now, Freddie, that we got the season 1 is officially over, as E7 has been crowned the S&D champs, and Vertu the CTF champs. Anything you want to add about what's going on with WOGL in the next couple of days?
Absolutely, everybody can look forward to registration for Season 2 opening either the end of this week or the beginning of next. And pretty much get your team signed up early, so that way there's no confusion, no anything. Look for the announcements on the WOGL homepage. You can go to wogl.org. Just like to say thanks to Limek and the rest of the crew at e-rev TV for casting this season, and hopefully look forward to everybody next season. I do have 2 final shout-outs. One from Provocative saying that N3 pwns next season, and also a shout-out from Sponge to me that I am also his favorite caster, and that Sponge is sexy.
Oh. Yeah, I got some, let me just get through some of these shout-outs real quick, as we don't want to have anyone feel left out. Shout out Elements is gay from Elements, so I guess Elements coming out of the closet. That's positive. Shout out from iTor Chicken. I also want to make a shout out to Sandy for being a swell guy. Why, thank you. Shout out from Stosta of Procore. I want to give a shout out to Sandy's favorite Egyptian president, Mohammed Hosni Mubarak. Keep on slaughtering those pigs. Alright, thanks, Stalls. And Gimpy and Nixon for the win from Hades. They looked awesome tonight. Wets wants to give a shout out to Limek, you know, for doing a great job on the video, and I want to thank e-rev here, as I'm part of the e-rev community now. I'm really glad to be part of you guys. You've done a great job casting combat arms this season. Hopefully we'll have better spectate mode or what have you for next season. And for the drafts coming up, I'd like to get some of those drafts casted in the off season. But you'll have to stay tuned to e-rev.tv for more announcements. And it's been an awesome season. And stay tuned to wogl.org for Season 2 signups and all the draft info during the off season. Alright, so any last words, Smoke or Freddy?
Oh, thanks for having me, even though you did throw this at me like 10 minutes before the match.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you showed up, as Freddy was kind of late there, but thanks for joining, Smoke, and look forward to having you again. So from everyone here at e-rev, Limex, Smoke, Freddy, and everyone else, it's been a pleasure having you this season, and thanks for watching. Have a good night.
e-rev. Applied directly to the forehead. e-rev. Applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor to head-related injuries. View at your own risk.